get it. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Now we have Forrest in the front with Emily behind me. Conan on the right and the lovely mum. Mum, what's your name again?
I'm Emily.
And Emily in the middle.
Daughter's Maya.
Oh, sorry, I've messed it up. Really. But we've got a happy family all the way from the East Coast of America, and the son Forrest, he is into the Hollywood acting business. Is it Hollywood considering it's on the East Coast?
It's not Hollywood. It's not Hollywood. It's a totally different, it's a totally different set of rules. And the East Coast kids hate the Hollywood kids.
Okay.
And the Hollywood kids look down on the East Coast kids because they've got all the studios, they've got the nice rides, but they're stuck in traffic all day.
Okay.
So we got it made.
So has the East Coast got a film industry? They've got a film industry themselves.
Oh yeah. New York is huge for like independent film, commercial, fashion.
Okay.
And then we've got all those. I don't know if you guys even get them here. These just awful, terrible cop TV shows.
So like NY New York, was it NYPD?
Yeah.
That
Like
show.
NYPD, Blue Bloods, FBI Most Wanted.
There's The Wire from New York.
That's Baltimore.
So is that Midwest?
No, south. East
like
Coast, just down the coast.
Oh, but it's on the east.
Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the east side, but it's just not New York State. Oh, okay. So how did you get into this film industry? Was it your influence from your dad? I should ask Conan, what did he do?
Oh, no, not. Go ahead, Forrest.
He's retired. He was not too happy when I told him I wanted to go to film school, but it seems to be working out.
It was his influence from his mother. It was the artist side that made him get into
Okay,
film.
so dad's a banker then.
Dad's a businessman.
He's a businessman, but mom is an artist.
Supported film?
Absolutely.
Maybe you were just a bit hesitant at first because.
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's all BS.
No, I'm so lucky. They're super supportive, but there was a bit of a.
So what was the age? What age did you decide you want to be in the film business, and what motivated you to be in it?
I loved doing theater in high school. Like,
Okay.
going through the process of doing a show start to finish and being involved in the creative process and creating something that was going to entertain people really appealed to me more than like majoring in business in college. And I wanted to find ways to make that my career, is be an integral part of creating this. It's a weird piece of art, film and theater, because at every step of the way it's really hard work. It's not like you're a painter putting brushes on a canvas.
Throwing no shade on the painters, though.
Of course not.
So mummy's a painter then.
She's a writer.
She's a writer.
Mom's a writer.
I
She's a painter and well, how would you describe yourself, Mom?
I'm a naive, intuitive artiste.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you actually writing scripts now? Is that correct, Forrest?
I went to film school and I did a little bit of everything. So we wrote scripts and we shot on cameras and we learned how to do the lighting. We learned how to produce. What really spoke to me was actually getting really technical with the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So now my official role title is assistant cameraman, but it's a mix of like managing the personnel of the camera department up to 10 people and also like getting really, really in depth with all the technicalities of the camera.
Now, you get a lot of people talking on social media now saying you don't need to go to uni or college, as you guys would call it, to get into many professions. Do you think that's the case with what you've done because you went to college?
Well, that's why I'm scared to talk about it in front of my dad, because you don't need to go. You don't need to go to film school to make it in film. You really don't. I think it's a great place to go if I went to school with Martin Scorsese's daughter, Francesca.
Oh, yeah.
And that was great because she had all of the resources you need.
Yeah, you just have to be a good friend, didn't
Exactly.
it? And away you go. Did you meet your dad?
No, I wasn't lucky enough to meet her dad.
Okay.
But some friends of mine did, and they have the great connections. And I don't know. I think it's.
He at your graduation?
He did. Yeah, he was at our graduation.
You met Jerry Seinfeld. You met Kevin Hart. You met the X-Men lady.
Oh, you met a lot of people. The X-Men lady.
The X-Men lady. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy lady. Karen Gillan. She's
Okay.
she's Scottish, I think.
Alright.
But yeah, those were all people I met through just working. You know, for anybody who wants to break into working in film, and I think London has a pretty big film scene, we are always short-staffed. And one of the first jobs I ever got, I walked up to set where they were shooting a movie, and I walked up to set and I said, "Hey, I would love to be a production assistant. Can you give me somebody's phone number?" And they hired me on the spot to work the rest of the day. And I was doing this thing, we call it lockups. So we wear this giant high-vis construction vest, and we just go, wait, don't walk, they're filming. And so we have to stop pedestrians from coming through, and
Okay, and then people say, "Who's filming? What are they filming?
Exactly.
Can I see that? Let me go say hello."
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been in the business 10 years, you say?
Entering average speed.
No. I'm only 24. I've been working in film for 4 years.
Okay.
Since the pandemic ended. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a lot of fun.
What have you learned from the business that you wish you knew when you had started?
That I wish I knew when I started. Don't burn a bridge, no matter how big of a jerk your boss is. You're gonna want to storm off. You're gonna want to walk off if the conditions are terrible, but you have no idea who they're gonna know.
Yeah.
And everybody, it is a really small. It's like being back in middle school, with all these people
Did
who
you ever burn
all know
bridges?
each other.
That's finding out a lot of stuff about you right now, isn't it? Did you ever burn bridges?
Did you burn bridges?
No, I never. Not specifically, but it's just so tough. I mean, it attracts when you're working with 14-hour days with the same people. Your real personality is going to come out, and 9 people out of 10 are these lovely, incredible, joyous, creative people, super hardworking, and then you have the 1 in 10 who's going to be the loudest, and it's going to be really hard to work with.
Yeah, I suppose it also depends on the day that people are going through. They're going through divorce, child sick, whatever pressure's going on.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good lesson for any industry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's totally effective. Oh, you've got the old system. Let's 1 second. It's because this is a rental car. Is that charging now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's my lead then. Something wrong with my lead. You can rest it on there if you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's charging.
Yeah. So you say you don't need a degree. Would you advise that for your little sister? Assume that is your little sister, not your older sister.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to cause anything
I would
between
tell
you
you,
and Dad
if you
here.
want to join the film industry, you don't need a degree. I will get you the right numbers.
What about me? What if I want to join the film industry?
I am not sure.
I can see Mum's full of joy, man. Loves a young one at heart.
PhD.
The
Yeah,
way I want to join the film industry is on Forrest's arm when he goes to his first award ceremony.
Exactly, black tie.
Mind you, that would have saved your dad a lot of money. But then, in respect, when you go to uni, some people say it's depending on your profession. It's more about networking. That's your first stage of networking because you've got the professors who will necessarily be connected to people and introduce you and give you those little nuggets of information that you can run with and turn into a seedling of a tree. And then you've got other people who are in the same industry who, if you get on with, just like Michael Scorsese's daughter, who say, come and meet my dad. He's made 15 blockbusters.
Yeah.
Maybe you could shadow him. Yeah, that's a good question. Did you not put it? With a lot of industries, obviously I've interviewed quite a few people. They say, the veterans say, "Oh, I just walked up to a company or somebody and said, listen, I work for free for 6 months or a year," and they talked to their parents prior, where they said, "Dad, I know you just paid for the degree or whatever, but if you could just work with me for an additional year, then I get a good grounding." Did you ever have to do pitches like that, or did you just?
Absolutely. I mean, it's really hard to break in especially the film industry, where people are doing the same jobs for 30 plus years, and you know, there are these technical roles that are you're going back to medieval times, where you're basically like becoming an apprentice to like someone who's mentoring you and bringing you up, and you're definitely not making enough money to sustain yourself, especially not in New York. So yeah, there was a time where I was working essentially for free and just getting experience, and Dad thought he was done after I graduated college, and I kept hitting him up for more money. Finally we're independent now, but
So
it's thanks to them that I'm here this week.